Good evening, everyone. A former Calumet hockey player has been sentenced to 3 years in prison for sexually assaulting a 16-year-old girl in a Windsor, Ontario bar more than 3 years ago. According to CTV News Windsor, Ben Johnson received the sentence from Windsor Superior Court Judge Kirk Monroe. The maximum he could have received was 10 years. Johnson was a draft pick of the New Jersey Devils, and he was playing for the Windsor Spitfires of the Ontario Hockey League when the incident occurred in a washroom of a Windsor bar. The Devils have since released Johnson. Judge Monroe also ordered several other stipulations, including Johnson not to possess a weapon for the next 10 years, pay a fine into a fund that aids crime victims, provide a DNA sample to the Canadian government, and register as a sex offender for 20 years. Johnson was taken into custody at the conclusion of the hearing. CTV News Windsor reports Johnson's attorney will file an appeal. The high school football playoffs are just 3 days away for most teams, and this means it's also time for the final UPSSA polls of the season. And we start with the Big Five. Negaunee #1 with 5 first-place votes. Menominee is second, followed by Escanaba, Kingsford, and Calumet. Escanaba's record, by the way, is 7-2. Iron Mountain also received a vote or two. In the Little Five, St. Ignace, Lakeland, and Hubble. Norway, West Iron County, and Newberry, and North Dickinson also received votes. And in the 8-man, not much change here except at the bottom, North Central, Forest Park, Engadine, Pickford ahead of Stevenson. High school volleyball teams are wrapping up conference matches and or tuning up for the districts next week. In the Great Northern Conference, Escanaba visited Marquette on senior night. First set action. Marquette will run a play for Michaela Milu, but Escanaba's Jenny Brandt says not on my watch, and Escanaba has the first point of the first set. And Marquette's Kelsey Grange will rack up a couple of aces, and the Redettes have a 4-1 lead. Escanaba bounces back. Mallory Heine, Morgan Height to Dakota Lambert. Just in the right spot, but Escanaba trails 8-5. Next for Marquette, after Escanaba keeps the ball in play, Kelsey Grange, Chloe Hale, Aurora Milsna, and that one's not coming back, a little too hot to handle, 15-12, Redettes. Paige went for Escanaba. We'll get this service ace, and in the background, Marquette coach Mike Morgan calls timeout and kind of stares at the referee. Escanaba led 21-18 when the momentum switched. The referee says Jenny Brandt touched that ball right there at the net, allowing the point to continue, which Marquette won. After looking at this more than a dozen times, boy, I don't know if she did or not. So you have to trust that the official was right there and was correct. Marquette would take the momentum back after that and go on to win the first set 25-21 and the match 3-0. Let's go to Kingsford, where the Flivers were entertaining Forest Park. Kingsford in the lighter tops. Opening point, Sierra Fortner will pick up the ace, and the Maize and Blue with a 1-0 lead. It was 4-1 when Hannah Carlson will put this one away, and Kingsford leads 5-1. That would cause Kim Bjork to fire up the troops on the Trojans bench. Trailing by 3, ball will eventually go toward Hannah Logan, and Hannah will put this one away quite nicely between the back row defense. Trojans trail 7-5, and then the Trojans are going to get a set to Abby Nyland, and Abby will take care of this one with the left hand, but Kingsford would go on to win this one 3-1. Hop in the car, let's go to Suburban Felch for the North Dickinson at Bark River Harris match. Broncos lead 10-7, and Madison Drays will serve, and that's an ace. Broncos up 11-7. Nordics, a couple points later, Brogan Anderson gets credit for that one, and it's 13-10. The Nordics will get a huge momentum swing, then tied at 19 all. Julianne Wickman with the set, Samantha Borvon with the kill, and the Nordics lead 20-19. They win the set 25-20 and the match 3-0. On the scoreboard, a couple of 3-0s tonight. Kearney Nato over North Central. Iron Mountain takes care of Westwood. Calumet 3-0 over Hancock. Houghton 3-1 over West Iron County. Houghton and Calumet share the Westpac title. We did not hear from Ontonagon and Baraga. Chassell over Uintral Creek 3-0. Ishpeming 3, Gwin 1, and Rapid River over Superior Central 3-0.